I'm going to have something soft for under my knees. You don't have to, but if you wonder why I've got a cushion there, it's just because my knees feel like they've got a little bit of gristle in there at the moment. Anyway, so, and we will be on the knees a little bit. Spread out your fingers. Let's start off with some cat-cow. So lower your belly button. Inhale, gazing forwards. Pull the belly button to the spine. Exhale, gazing under. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, pushing the ground down on the exhale. 3. Rounding the back high. 2. 1. Round the spine, bring your knees closer together. And then as you lower your belly button, send your right leg back and up. Then round your spine, bringing the right knee under as tightly to the belly as you can. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, round the back as high as you can, so there's space for that leg underneath. 1 more. Are you trying to touch the nose? Leg out behind, and then knee back to the floor. Send the leg back, inhale. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, 2 more. Leg can lift. So you can feel there's a lengthening in the front of the body. 1 more. Send the leg out behind, inhale. Knee to the floor, exhale. Sit back to child's pose, arms stretched out in front of you. Walk your fingers forwards, get nice and long in your arms. And then take downward facing dog, hips up high. And you're pushing the mat forwards, sending the hips back. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. Just dangling forwards for a moment, feet are hip distance apart. Going to soften into your knees, pull your belly button in toward the spine, and then start rolling your spine up from the bottom upwards. Feeling like you're pushing the ground down as you roll up. Shoulders roll back and down. Let your arms hang heavily and stand tall right up to the top of your head. Go again, another roll down, chin to chest. This time reversing the order, so your chest goes down first, then your mid back, then your lower back, and then you're tipping at the hips. As low as you can go. Roll back up again, belly pulling to spine, rolling your way up. Pulling up, pushing down through the feet, and then shoulders fall down. Keep standing. A little squat, so hips go back, arms go forwards, and then stand back up again. And again, squat. And lift. 1 more like that. Hips back. Stay standing. Lift your heels as your arms go forwards. Heels down, arms down. 2 more. Pushing down through the balls of your feet. 1 more time. Then we add that to the squat. So squat down, arms in front. Keep your squat, heels lift, arms back. Heels lower, arms forwards. If you feel like you struggle in the toe joints, just do a little push through the balls of the feet, even if the heels don't come off the ground. Arms forwards, then bend forwards over your legs. Let your hips lift. Give your head a little yes nod. And then come down onto hands and knees. This time, have a flat tabletop back. So you want to level your shoulders and hips, lengthen your waist, hug your belly toward the spine. Straighten your right leg out behind with the toes on the floor and keep your belly firmly hugging to the spine. Lift your right leg so the back of the leg engages and then touch your toes to the floor. So this time your leg is lifting, but it's not lifting higher than the hip. It's lifting to the point where it feels like you're pushing the leg straight without letting the waist drop. 2 more. Take weight into both arms and keep the elbows straight. Once your toes are back down to the floor, engage the straight leg even more, pull your belly in more, and then lift the left knee off the floor, holding the left knee in a hover position so the left thigh bone feels like it pulls into the left hip. Lower your left knee back down, right knee down, and then straighten your left leg out behind. Pause a moment. You want the left hip to be facing the floor, belly engaged, and then lift the left leg. Tap the toes to the floor. Can the leg lift without the waist dropping? So you feel the back of the leg engage, the buttock muscles engage. 2 more rounds of breath. 2. The moment the head isn't moving. 1. Toes touch the floor, engage that leg even more, hug the belly in and hover the right knee. So you feel as that right leg hovers off the floor, you're pulling the thigh bone into the hip joint and you're using your belly muscles to get that extra lift. Knee down, both knees down, back to child's pose, but this time a side child's pose. Go across to the right, your chest over the right thigh, hands reaching to the right side of the mat or just off. Lifting your chest off the right thigh and across to the left. Keeping both hips sitting evenly over the heels. And then coming back to center, and we're going to downward facing dog. Hips high. Try and push more weight back through the legs, less in your arms. Great. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. Dangle forwards over your legs, feet hip distance. Pull your belly to your spine, just feeling your sit bones pull down as your spine rolls up. Shoulders do a nice big circle back. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, standing tall. Exhale, chin to chest, roll your way down. Keep your legs firm as you roll. If there's sensitivity in your lower back, then you bend your knees a bit more. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale as you roll your way up. Rolling back the shoulders. Good. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head. And then keep both hips facing forwards. Press the elbows forwards and up in line with the tip of your nose, or actually they're probably going to lift a bit higher than the tip of your nose, and then twist toward the right. Inhale, center, and then exhale, twist toward the left. Inhale, center. When you twist to the right, keep the left thigh bone pressing back. Inhale, center, and when you twist toward the left, keep the right thigh bone pressing back. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Center, twist. Center, twist. Center. Take your right arm down by your side, left arm straight up and side bend across. Firm your belly, lengthen through your tailbone and lift the outside arm and lower the outside arm. Or is that the inside arm? Not sure whether that would be the outside or the inside arm actually. The inside arm probably. Anyway, we've done this enough for you to know which one I mean. As your arm lifts up, you want to hug the belly in and back so that the pressure of the arm lifting doesn't push or bulge you out through the abdomen. Next time your arm lifts, come all the way up and then take your other arm down, side bend over, the hips aren't moving anywhere, and then lift your arm. Inhale, lower. Exhale, can we stay nice and firm through both legs? Nice and long through your waist, through to the top of your head. So you don't need to side bend over a long way. 2 more. Hugging the belly in as the arm pushes up. 1 more. Then we come all the way up with this one. Hands come back behind your head. Inhale, drop your head back into your hands, look up. Exhale, look down, elbows point down. 2 more of those. Elbows wide, let your head rest in your hands. Elbows narrow, look down. 1 more, inhale, elbows wide. Elbows narrow, soften your knees, roll down with your hands behind your head. If that feels too much, just let your arms dangle. As you get to the bottom of the roll down, if you haven't got your hands behind your head, just hang loosely. If you have, then inhale, elbows wide and push your head away from the legs. Exhale, elbows narrow, bringing you in closer to your legs. Inhale, elbows wide, push away, try and stretch your chest forwards. Exhale, elbows toward the legs. 1 more, elbows wide, push your chest away. Elbows narrow, bring your hands down onto the floor. We're going to combine the 2 exercises that we've done on our hands and knees. So it combines into a little bit of buttock and core work. Straighten your right leg out behind on the floor. Straight, firm tabletop back. Lift your right knee. Lower the toes to the floor. Lift your right leg, lower the toes to the floor. Now pull the belly in, hover your left knee, and then round your back, knee to nose. Left knee back down, back to tabletop back. Right leg lifts, right toes to floor. Left knee hovers, knee to nose, knee back to floor. Right leg lifts, right leg lowers. Left knee to nose, left knee lowers. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, right leg lowers. Exhale, left knee nose. Inhale, left knee floor. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, right leg lowers. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left knee down. One more. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, right leg lowers. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, knee to floor. Step your right foot forwards, so it's where your right hand was, and come up vertically. Get the hip points to come up high, your belly to firm. So 2 options here. Option number 1, wriggle your foot forwards and hold a long lunge, stretching in the front of that back leg. Stronger option, bring your foot back so the heel is beneath your knee. Tuck your back toes and hover your back knee off the floor. So for people in the lunge, you're just going to do the arm movement. Inhale, arms up. And people who are in this high position, you're going to pull your way up as the arms pull down to cactus. Inhale, knee toward the floor. Exhale, arms pull to cactus. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you're staying with the knee on the floor, then you're simply lunging your hips forwards and doing your arm movements. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Knee all the way down to the ground. Place your arms inside your right leg and bring your right leg round so you're back onto both knees, and do a little hip circle round. So just a little bit of a reset, a little bit of a loosening off. Go the other way. And then center. So we've got the hands spread again, tabletop back, left leg out behind, keep your back straight, belly firm to support it, and lift the left leg, toes to floor. Hover your right knee to nose, right knee to floor. Exhale, lift left, inhale, lower left. Exhale, right knee to nose, round the back, inhale, knee down. Exhale, lift left, inhale, lower left. Exhale, round the back, inhale, lower the knee. Exhale, lift left, inhale, lower left. Exhale, round the back, inhale, lower. When your back leg lifts, you're keeping your gaze just ahead of your hands. When your knee comes in, you're tucking your head down. So look just ahead of your hands. Tuck your head towards your nose. 2. Round the back, hug the belly in. 1. And then once your knees back to the floor, lift your left hand, step your left foot forwards, come up. Lighter option, wriggle the left foot forwards and lunge and stay there. Front hip points lifting. Stronger option, heel below your ankle. Back toes tuck, hover your back knee. Arms up, inhale, pull cactus shape, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You're bending both knees equally so they both go to about 90 degrees as you lower down. Straight down, straight up. Palms face forwards. Palms face each other. Palms face forwards. And again, if you're doing this down on the floor, you're just keeping that lunge position. 2 more. 1 more. Knee back to the floor, hands down on the inside of your leg. Take the leg back and circle your hips. And the other way. Final downward facing dog. Pressing your hips back. It's actually not our final downward facing dog. It nearly is. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. Pull your belly to your spine and roll your way all the way back up. Shoulders roll down. One more roll down. Inhale. Exhale. Firm legs, chin to chest, roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up. Shoulders roll back and stay there. Take your right arm up, catch hold of the right wrist with your left hand. Cross your right leg in front of your left leg so the thigh bones cross, and push your hips over to the right. So you might wonder, am I doing this right in the next bit? But go with it and just follow the cues. Come back up, your right leg is crossed in front of your left leg, and you're best doing this without your feet stuck together, but with a bit of a gap between your feet if you can. Bring your arms down and roll down with your legs crossed, chin to chest, roll your way down. At the bottom of the roll down, you're going to drop down onto your knees with your right thigh in front of your left thigh, and your feet will be wide apart from each other behind you. Yep, so I don't know if you can see that. I'll just turn around so you can see a bit better. My left leg is behind my right leg and the feet have gone wide instead of together. Good. And then sit your hips back just a little bit, just a tiny amount, and walk your hands across to the right side of the mat like you're doing a child's pose. Reaching out through the left arm and pulling the left hip back. So you get a little bit more stretch going into the outer hip, outer thigh. Come through centre. If your knees don't like this, you just uncross the legs and do it on both knees instead of having the knees crossed, the thighs crossed. You're at the other side now, that side stretch. Across to the left, but the right hip pulls back. Come back to centre, downward dog, and then as you lift to downward dog, you can unravel the legs. Hope you got that. Walk your hands towards your feet. Dangle, pull belly to spine and roll up. Shoulders roll down, left arm comes up. Catch your left wrist with your right hand, cross your left leg in front, thigh bones cross. Push the hips across to the left. Okay, when you come up to centre, you've got the left thigh in front and your feet apart. Arms down, roll down. At the bottom of your roll down, hands to the floor, bend your knees so they drop to the ground, and you've got your left thigh bone crossed in front of your right thigh bone and your feet going wide to the opposite sides of the mat. Hips go back a little way, and the same thing, walk your arms across to the right side, draw the left hip back. And then across to the left side and draw your right hip back. And then back to centre, up onto hands and knees, downward facing dog, uncross your legs in downward dog. And we'll want to sit down. So if you walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat, and then you can sit your bottom down to the middle of your mat. Hold onto the back of your thighs, pull yourself nice and tall, reach through the top of your head. Inhale, pull back through the waist, C-curve your spine and try hollowing out your belly. Exhale, inhale tall, shoulders drop. Exhale, C-curve. Inhale tall, shoulders drop. Exhale, C-curve. Keep the C-curve of your spine. Take your cushion or block between your inner knees and then roll your way down onto your back. Bring your feet a bit closer to your bottom. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head, elbows reach back and out about in line with the tip of your nose. Neutral pelvis, so find a level line for your hips on the floor, and a light squeeze on the cushion or block so that the inner thighs, pelvic floor and belly engage. Inhale, exhale, nod chin to chest and chest toward thighs, abdominal curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Upper body is lifting, lower body stays still. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. 2 more. And 1. Good, this next one, stay lifted. Keep hold of the cushion, keep it steady, and rotate one shoulder towards the opposite hip. Inhale, center. The other shoulder toward the opposite hip. Inhale, center. Keep your feet steady on the floor, and keep the block held steady. One more each way. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, and go all the way down. Arms go out wide, so you're in a cactus shape. A straight arm. Keep the block between the inner knees and have your arms about nipple level. Feet a bit closer to your bottom, ready for a shoulder bridge. Press into your feet, curl the tailbone up and roll your spine up off the floor, and feel how the block stretches away from your chest. And then roll your way back down again. Try keeping the block stretched away from you as you roll down. Inhale as you land. Exhale as you roll up, stretching the block away from your head, creating an upward lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll your way back down again. Inhale as you land. Exhale, roll up, reaching the thigh bones long. Inhale at the top. And exhale down. Once you're all the way down, bring your knees to your chest to take the block out. And one hand each knee, circle your knees open and closed. Circle them the other way. Great, hold on to the back of the legs. Lift your feet up, kick your feet down. Lift your feet up, kick your feet down. Lift your feet up, and then we're going to try and use that to roll up. So as your feet kick down, push your legs forwards into your hands and roll up. If you can't do that, come round to your side and come up. Legs out straight in front. Point your feet, arms forwards, point your fingers and get your spine nice and tall, like when you were pulling on the legs to sit tall. Scoop your belly back into a C curve. Follow your belly, inhale. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lift your arms and lift your feet so they point up. And then exhale, round forwards. Keep your belly hugging back and reach your arms at the height of your, parallel to your legs. Inhale, sit tall, point your feet. Exhale to a C curve. Inhale, pause, relax the shoulders. Exhale, forwards. Inhale, feet tall, arms tall. Exhale, round the spine forwards, reach parallel to the legs. Inhale, feet point. Exhale, C curve the spine. If you can roll back up again, then roll all the way down. Inhale, arms over if you're on the floor. Exhale, roll up from wherever you were. Inhale, feet tall, arms tall. Exhale, C, round the spine forwards. Inhale, point your feet. Exhale, C curve, roll halfway down or all the way down. Inhaling. Exhale, roll up, keep the legs engaged. Inhale, feet tall, arms tall. Exhale, arch forwards. Feet point, inhale. And then bend your legs as you start to C curve your spine. Bend your legs in and come into a tabletop leg position. Keep your head and shoulders lifted and interlace your hands behind the back of your head. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, push your legs away 45 degrees. Inhale, bend them in. Exhale, push away and reach long through the top of your head. Inhale, bend them in. Exhale, push long through the top of the leg, long out through the legs. Two. Barely pulls back as your legs reach out. One. Keep the legs in a bent position. Just your right leg, reach, bend. Left leg, reach. As your right leg reaches, cross your right shoulder over. And then center. As your left leg reaches, cross the left shoulder over. Center. Exhale, cross. Inhale, center. Exhale, cross. Inhale, center. Another each way. Stay in the lifted position. Take your hands around the back of the legs. Push your thighs into your hands. You're not rolling up, but I want you to use that to help lift the back of the chest a bit more. Hug the lower belly and keep your lower back long. And then release your arms by your side for the 100. In 2, 3, 4, 5. As you exhale, try straightening the legs out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, legs out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, legs out, 2, 3, 4, 5. If pushing the legs out causes your back to lift, then you keep the legs bent. 2 more rounds. 1 more round. Then keep whichever shape is best for you, bent legs or straight legs. 3 more rounds of breath. 2, 1. Then bring your knees into your chest and your head to the floor. Circle the knees open and closed. Take your block or your cushion underneath your bottom and arms out wide, nipple level. And with the hips slightly raised, arms out wide, relax. Relax your hip flexors as if they're sinking into the block or the cushion. So whatever you're using to lift the hips, you want it to be behind the line of your hip creases. So behind the hip flexors so that they can relax and drop toward the block. Couple more long exhales. And bend your legs in, take that out from under and relax in a comfortable position. You can go knock-kneed, or if you prefer to straighten your legs, go straight legs. Few more restful breaths, just letting your bones become heavy within the flesh of your body and the flesh of your body soft around your bones, not gripping in any way, allowing them to drop. You even feel like you've got the ability to ungrip your skull. So everything around the skull relaxes. And then bend the legs one at a time, feet coming flat to the floor. Lengthen your tailbone. Cross your right ankle onto your left knee and bring the left leg in. If you want to hold the left leg, you loop your hands around the back of the left thigh. Release that side down, right leg straight up in the air and give 5 little kick back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right foot to the floor, left ankle crossing onto the right thigh. So the knee is wide. An option to bring your hands around the back of the right leg. Keep the lower back long. Right foot down, left leg in the air, 5 little kicks back. 5, 4, 3, nothing too vigorous. Both knees come into your chest, give them both a little squeeze in. Come up in a way that's suitable for you. As you come up to sitting, cross your legs, doesn't matter which way, or sit on something. You can sit on a chair. If you sit straight in your spine and then twist so that you've got your hand reaching to the opposite knee. Sit tall in the centre of your body and look over your back shoulder. Come to centre, make sure you're still sitting tall and turn the other way. Come back to centre, sit tall, smile. Thank you all very much. Well done. Thanks for joining in.